more seconds. But that's what pro streamers do. I didn't realize that was only a 2-minute song. Well, this is now awkward. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you here on this lovely Monday afternoon from the East Coast of US of A. And we're going to be flying up to Halifax, Nova Scotia, where Santa Claus is actually from. It's going to be a fun one. I hope you guys are ready for this. I just, I could have done more of the Airbus stuff. And in light of getting ready to do the super long haul on the 747, I said, you know what? I just want to fly a 747 today. Like, I just didn't want to fly any more Airbus. I got my mini FCU. I almost thought about doing this flight, but I was like, I want to do cargo. And the reason I've been wanting to do cargo is because those that have been in the cargo industry, whether it's you drive for UPS, FedEx, or Amazon, whatever it may be, or you fly for a subcontractor, whatever. That didn't make sense. Anyway, if you've been in the cargo world, you know a phrase or two words to you are very well known, and that is peak season. Right now, we are in peak season for all things freight. I mean, we had Thanksgiving, Black Friday kick it off, then we have Christmas coming up and all the other holidays around December and going into the new year. So it is peak season. Everybody's working overtime, and I was a part of that when I flew freight. So I figured we'd mix it up, jump back, and do some peak season flying on a good old UPS 748. So we haven't done any 74 flying in a long time, other than when we flew to the New Zealand tour. I flew from New Zealand into Sydney, or flew from Tahiti to New Zealand. Either way, I'm loving this airplane. I've got some special juicies on here too. So we have a sound pack, which we had last time. We also have a texture mod, which is absolutely awesome. Makes it look like an old rustic cargo freight bird. And we have the 748 effects package, which I have not tested, but I've installed. So we're going to see it together first time here. Hopefully it doesn't wreck the stream, ruin frames, or whatever it is. But it's supposed to like do the whole, not necessarily wing flex, but the condensation, all that stuff. So we've got that all installed, ready to go. And Aviator Nick dropping 20 gifted memberships to the channel right out of the gate. Aviator Nick, I appreciate the support. I hope you are well. If you pick up a membership from Aviator Nick, make sure you say thank you. That is very kind of you for that contribution here on the channel. I appreciate it very, very much, Aviator Nick. Very kind of you. Have a link for the texture mod, Kyle Ferris. I actually don't. I can get it for you. It's on the Flight Sim TO. Chaos is what told me about it. I think it was, I paid for it. I think like $8 or $10 or something like that. But let's take a look at it, shall we? We'll look at this beautiful 747. Oh yeah, no short cargo version. I don't know where to get that. I think that's for the Salty mod only, right? Because the Salty mod, this is not the Salty mod. This is the regular default working title, the good one, I think. I never mess with Salty, but I don't think there's a way to shorten this thing up. Anyway, it looks better with the passenger hump, even though it's not really, it's fictional. They should have the passenger freighter hump up there. Either way, this one looks awesome, so we're going to rock with it, whether you like it or not. Here we go, into the cockpit. Whoops, nope, that's first officer side. Here we go, check out this lovely cockpit. Feast your eyes upon the weathered texture. I think now, who made this was someone who had references from the old 747-400. Which is a much more used and abused airplane than a Dash 8, of course. But I like it. I think it adds character to the airplane. And I tell you what, I know the 72 is my favorite airplane of all time, but man, there's something about a 74. I wish I could fly one, but I do not want to live the 74 lifestyle. I got one of my closest friends from flight schools on a 748 for Atlas, actually. And that's just not for me, man. That lifestyle is not for me, but it's awesome. I see his pics all the time. They look pretty sweet, but that's a long time away from home and a lot of flying. So anyway, we're going to do the best we can here in the sim with it. It should be a lot of fun. I hope you guys are ready and going to enjoy this with me. Let's see here. Let me unpause the alert box now because we got all kinds of craziness happening. What else we have here? We had a Rusty C. Thank you. 31 months as a member, my friend. Says hello, V1 crew. Just this minute finished a flight in the superb DC-6. Really digging VOR stuff. Rusty C. You know what? I almost did a VOR flight on this one with the the F-28 to do some VOR flying up to Halifax, but then I got scared because it was like low IFR, or low IMC, and I was like, I don't know if I want to be working that hard. I feel like we can just coast. I almost want to do an auto land in this airplane too, just to see if it auto lands, but we shall see. But thank you for the support, Rusty C. I appreciate you. And Drew Kripe becoming a member himself. I appreciate the support. Thank you for becoming a member here on the channel. Exclamation point, welcome with your new perks here, and welcome to Team Green. All right, let's go ahead and get the battery on this puppy. We have external power. Did I just turn it off? No, battery is on, and let's go external power 1, external power 2, and before it all fires up, I want to go into the settings here real quick because I think I was testing something. Let me go menu, settings. Yes, let's do real-time acceleration. That's what I wanted to do there. In-flight fuel config, everything looks fine. Now we might have to mess with the weight and balance. I had an issue with that earlier, but let's go ahead and get everything into align nav here up on the overhead. We're going to set our overhead up here. Standby power is going into auto. APU, we're going to leave it off for now. We're going to rock the ground power. We'll get some lights on though here. Let's just brighten it up in here because it's going to be getting towards sunset. Not quite sunset, but it'll be getting there. We'll turn some lights on here and make my way across the overhead. We'll turn the nav lights on and the logo lights on because chicks dig logo lights. Kind of up the middle panel here. We'll leave everything off as is. Right now that looks good. We'll come all the way up to the emergency lights. We'll arm those. Make our way down the right-hand panel. Everything looks normal here. And we can't move that vent valve, so that's normal. We can't move it, but everything else looks good. APU is on. We don't have any bleeder for the packs. All right, there we go. We got some power to the airplane. Let's get her loaded up. Fly-by-wire Roscoe in the house. 24 months of support, 2 years as a member, but the first time I emailed you was back in 2019. All hail the Airbus, Fly-by-wire for the win. Roscoe, my man, I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I remember the first time you messaged me, right? You sent me some pictures of the ships. Roscoe, I appreciate the support, man. 2 years, going strong. Here's to another 2 years, my friend. I appreciate you for that support. Aviator Nick says, I can't believe it's been 18 months since I joined the V1 Nation. It's been an incredible ride so far. We have been getting some longer memberships for sure. You guys have really, I'm starting to see like the memberships have really, you guys have been members for a long time is what I'm trying to say. So I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you, Aviator Nick, for 18 months now. Yeah, we are starting to see more and more 4 stripes, you know, silver stripes, the V1 status. Fly-by-wire's got it. Appreciate it. All right, let's hop down into here to the initialization. We're going to do GPS pause. We'll put you right there. Yeah, that's what we want to do, right? Then we'll go init route, and we're going to do a route request. Hopefully we'll still pull it. It looks like Boston is online. We've got a PDC already. That's good. Route 1 uplink is ready. So let's go ahead and load that, please. Should load our flight plan up. Mateo Chewy, look at this. Speaking of members that have been around for a long time, Liam, 43 months. Mateo Chewy, 38 months. Thank you so much for the support. Nice to see you in the 747, Liam. Thank you, my friend. I'm excited for this one. I hope you're excited for it as well. We'll execute that. Mateo says just past 3 years. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. 3 years already. BKG Blueface, thanks for re-upping and becoming a private pilot member here. Romulus in the house, stacking his wings. Romulus is stacked out. I don't even, what is that? I don't even know, Romulus, you've reached the pinnacle of V1 wings. You stacked out 4 stripes or 4 wings. I don't even know what that is, like 40-something months plus? It's got to be 40-something months, right? Appreciate the support. Wow, a lot of milestones chats, Kevin. And F for the refs. Oh my God, I got to get something programmed here. Hold on. What do we have here in Boston? I'll get to these membership chats here in a minute. I think we're going off runway 9er. Departure ATIS. It says 140 at 6. Parallel departing runway 9. Okay, we can do runway 9 today, so that's fine. So let's go ahead and select 9. We're on the Lobster 7 departure. We'll execute that. So if I look at my legs page, it should take us claw all the way out to Alex. Pretty simple. We'll go back to the departure arrival index, go to Halifax arrivals. Right now, I actually don't know what they're doing in Halifax. I want to do the ILS 1.4 or 2.3, but I think the winds were favoring 5. Someone pull up. Can someone pull up a METAR real quick of the of Halifax? Let's see what they're doing. Someone post a METAR in chat. While you do that, I'm going to actually do this and fire up the APU.
This
and
parking
get,
is too small for your boarding request.
Loading
Do you want to board
started. Nope, we're already on board, and we'll go ahead and start the APU. Oh. Digital Merc, 11 every minute. Thank you. I already read that. Appreciate 25 months with the V1 status there. Appreciate you. Brandon Brodsky, 5 months. Sam F in the house. Sam, good to see you, my friend. I was laughing at your comment earlier about the zombie mode. Look at this. Is this an effect? Look, we have smoke coming out of our APU. Oh, wow. That was worth $8 right there. Look at that. That was pretty cool. No lie. That was worth $8. I love that. I'm not being facetious. I mean, that's pretty cool. Billy B16, thank you for the support, my man. I gotta turn this down. I can't even hear myself think here for a second. Thank you. Gustavo has the METAR Halifax 350 at 14. 2 miles and light snow. So if winds are a 350 at 14. 350 at 14. We'll take a look at it here. All right, that sounded pretty good. I like that APU startup. I like that APU startup. With the APU generators online, let's go ahead and take full advantage of them. APU Gen 1, APU Gen 2 is online. So if the winds are 350 at 14, Gustavo, what runway should we land? I guess we got to do the Loc 5. I guess we'll have to do the Loc 5. Oh, rip. Okay, here we go. Localizer 5. And the star that we filed into Halifax was the Fundy 5, and we're coming off the Alex transition. I don't even have Navigraph charts on there. I'm just going to do it from the final approach fix. We'll execute that. Legs, we'll just make sure there's no discos until the Loc, which that looks good. Only 3 pages. Pretty short flight plan. Not a super long flight. Should be just fine. Let's go ahead and continue our initialization. So route is done. Perf initialization. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. I'm going to go back to the menu. I'm going to go settings. And if I go weight and balance, I need to set from the OFP, correct? So let's go ahead and set from OFP. Now, this might mess things up here. Hopefully, our CG will stay in balance. Ugh. We are out of balance now because we have like a freighter thing. Now, can I add ballast? I was messing with this earlier and I ended up just putting some passengers on. But the last time I was only 9% CG. Now we are we are a good little bit aft where we need to be. Key not active, so I can't add ballast. I might have to adjust the cargo a little bit. Swarm, I appreciate you loving the Queen of the Sky. Yes, I do too, man. I do. No autoland on a Loc. No, there is no autoland on a Loc. So I've got the Loc loaded. We might change it here in a little bit. I need to figure out what if we just for I'm trying to think how I can change this. Will this change as we go, though? I don't think so. Does UPS live your online with accurate for the 748F? Sean, I think that's for working title. I don't think it's for this one. I don't know if it works for this mod. What if we just add a passenger count? Okay, that brought us up to 7. So I know we're not putting passengers in, but let's see if we can go ahead and move some CGs. 7.31 is all we can do right there. We can't take any more. We're maxed out. So let's do this. 160. How about we do 160 0 0 0. Let's take 160,000. Let's reduce the cargo. Right now I'm trying to, there we go, 8. Now we can, let's see if we can take more people. Let's do this. Moving that CG. Oh, that went the wrong direction. What if I do 25 here? Hold on. It's for science. Oh, now we really screwed it up. All right, let's go back to 72. And let's do 155,000 cargo. Come on. 9.75. We're getting there. 150 even. 150,000. Boom. Look at that. Talk about being on your min CG. Let's not hit the tail, shall we? 11.01, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the zone. All right, let's go back to our perf. I'm going to wait till this is done. Our cost index, we're going to go 88 all the way up there to Halifax. Flight level 370. We're going to do a reserves of 10,000. I will update this when we are finished with the zero fuel weight. We're doing a TO1, no derates off runway 9. Minimum of flap 10 here for this weight, I believe. Our CG is 11, and we're going to finish that. So I need to go back to the index perf, and we're going to get the zero fuel weight when we are done boarding. So that looks good there. AP was up and running. Let's go ahead and get pack 2 online so we can get a little bit of air up here. Cargo loading process is about 83%. Ooh, look at that. That is absolutely juicy here. Kyle, you put the link in the Discord for me? Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I don't know. I have to catch back to the chat here. I don't know. Does that work with this one, though? I don't think it does, because I installed one. It didn't work, and I don't want to use working title. Or, I'm sorry. I don't want to use salty. Rather than add packs, just change the CG. Oh, I could have done that, Andy, I guess, but I don't know. There's something about me that doesn't want to open up menus when I get in the, you know. I'd rather just, meh. I just want to plug it in the box. We're legal. We're going to send it, Jeff. Contract with the local undertaker stacking bodies as ballast. Romulus, shh, shh, shh. Can't talk about that. Do you have anything to do with control sensitivity for this aircraft? Mick, I did, actually. I have my 747 profile on my TCA yoke, which I will show you here. We'll take a look at it here in a minute. Before we push back, remind me, and I will do it. Oh, man, but look at the ULDs loading up. We got a cargo behind us. We got Jet Bleu over here, another 7.4 over there. Oh, that is just absolute juice. I like this shot here with Boston in the background. Look at that. I have the same one I sent, and it works for the Azobo. Really, Kyle? Okay, I will take a look at it. Appreciate you, man. I think it's a pretty model, too. I definitely think this model is very pretty. I love the 7.4, man. 7.4 is just a hell of an airplane. I can't wait. This makes me excited for our ultimate long-haul record. All right. Boarding has been completed there with GSX. It's going to do that. Let me show y'all real quick what I have here for control options. For the yoke, the TCA yoke, I have a 747 profile, which is... This is what I'm using. So screenshot it. Do whatever you know. It's not much. 90% reactivity. Some sensitivities in there, but that's pretty much what I got. And I think it flies really, really nice. And there's roll and pitch right there. Boom. Done. Done. Resume. Let's put our squawk code in here from ATC, and we're going to get out of here. Squawk 3521. So we're going to squawk 3521. We'll put you in TARA into above mode. That's going to go there. We need to put 122.80. Oh, no, we don't. We actually need tower, which is 128. We need 128.8 up front. So 128.8. Mic is up. Volume is up. Boston Tower, radio check.
Left aircraft calling, Papa 5.
All right, so we got good radios. We got a clearance. Let's just make sure I didn't mess it up. We have as filed Lobster 7. Cleared Lobster, climb via SID 370 in 10 minutes. Departure is 22.8. Advise location, contact 22.8 to push. All right. Team Vox says you can push. I'm going to go after you. I will indeed. Okay, so before we do that, let's finish it up. Let's get our zero fuel weight done. Gross weight 680. That checks on here. All right, let's go to our thrust limit. Our takeoff CG is 11.
Express 672, cross runway 4 left on Cuba.
I don't know if we'll be able to set 11. That's going to be right at the limit, isn't it? It is. We're going to go 38, 44, 65. Index perf. CG trim. I tell you what, we're going to put it at the top of the green band. We're going to run it at 9.5. There we go. So we are in the green. So that looks good. Let's go ahead and get the rest of our hydraulics on. That's coming online. And we'll have pack 2 online. Let's get beacon lower and upper. So both is on. That is good. We'll go wing anti-ice. We'll get that after engine start. I think everything else looks good. Our fuel pumps are on, and the Lobster 7 top altitude is
Canadian Express 672, runway 9.
5,000 feet.
On the 9 let's take off.
All right, 5,000 feet. Our V2 is 165.
Boosting to below United
V2 plus, we'll do
0
plus 10, 175.
United 1845, Boston Tower, hello, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
We'll zoom this puppy in here so we can see where we're going. And we'll hit the magic barrel ref key. I think we are pretty much ready to go. Fuel tank to engine. That means our cross bleeds are open. Let's go ahead and kill those off. And cabin temp, wing anti-ice, that's normal. So let's go to the checklist page here. Pre-flight is completed. Before start, passenger signs, we'll get those. MCP takeoff speed, CDU pre-flight trim is 9.5 set. Taxi and takeoff briefing completed. That leaves us to item override. Cool. Normal. Before taxi checklist. All right. Do we have to call to push here? I don't think we have to call to push here. Team Vodka, I'm pretty sure I'm going to push into you. I think that's Team Vodka. And Boston Tower, UPS 357 Heavy over on the north cargo ramp. We need to call you for push here?
United 357, Boston Tower, hello, yes please, that would be great.
All right, so, Tower, then UPS 357 Heavy. We're over here on North Ramp with information. Echo, ready to push.
UPS 357 Heavy, thank you for Echo. Why hold position there for a moment? Just need to move around some traffic.
Not a problem, hold position, UPS 357. All right. We're holding push.
Canada Express 672, unfortunately no further ATC services are available. Monitor COM 122.9, have a great flight.
Where's those,
Cargo Lux 599 Heavy, you ready to go?
We're ready to go, but I'm actually going to hold for the UPS Heavy. I'd like him to go in front if that's possible.
All right, Roger. Brake right, UPS 357 Heavy. You can push back into the alley at your discretion.
This parking is too small
Lux,
for your aircraft.
747 off the radio tail.
all right, cover that, clear to push, and we'll use caution for the cargo lux for UPS 357. All right, we are preparing for pushback and departure. We're going to come out and do the tug thing. Who's that?
Walker 2632.
Who's Walker?
Heavy Boston.
Why does
Tower,
Walker have
push
to sound
back
so
the taxiway.
serious?
Alpha is approved. Advise when you're ready to taxi.
Pushing on the Alpha, we'll call you ready to taxi. Walker 2632.
Hello, Captain.
Walker
We are ready for
3622 Heavy is sipping on a Jameson
Boston
right now.
Tower,
I
UPS
can
5
tell.
Zulu, we are ready to push and we'd like to be behind the cargo lux 74.
That guy's got some kimchi in his lap.
5 Sierra Zulu. Roger, you said you want to be behind the cargo lux.
Yeah, when they start taxi after, I would like to push
Departure checks
behind.
completed.
Fully
Bypass pin
Roger,
inserted.
UPS 5 Sierra Zulu.
Would have loved to join with an MD-11. Crimson Ghost, we're getting ready to do a heavy week
Thank
here.
you, UPS 5
I think, you know what, I think I've just instated heavy week because I want to just fly nothing but heavies right now. I want to fly this airplane. I still don't love the 787 flight model. I'll have to watch what SimPilot, 320 SimPilot said. What did he say about the flight model on the, did he fly the Dash 8 or Dash 9? I want to go nose left, tail right.
Locking gear.
If he says it's all right, then maybe I'll give it another shot. But there was something about like takeoff and landing with a 7.8 that just felt finicky. But if he says it's good to go, maybe we'll do that one. That MD-11 that's coming out, I would hope maybe we can Maybe we have to hop back to X-Plane 12, do MD-11 ops. But I feel like I just want to do some heavy flying. Heavy week, I've had a few of those. Super week in 2024, oh yeah, for sure. Oh, Randy, he flew the 7810? Okay.
Release parking brakes.
What did he say about like flight model wise on that one? I don't think I have the 10 installed.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start
Or is the
wheel.
10 the default one? I can't remember. All right, let's get out of Boston. I love this airport. The textures are amazing, but man, it bricks my frame. So I was gonna, go out of Portland, Maine, or not Portland, Maine. Excuse me, Manchester. We're gonna fly to Manchester, but the scenery is just so good here. I'll suffer a little bit of frame drop until we get off the ground. The 10 is default. Oh, okay, good. Okay, so then I do have the 10. What do you say? He says flight model is okay, but not like the real airplane. It was a 789. Ah. We might have to give it another shot anyway. I've got that heavy itch right now. Alfie Douglas, thank you for the support, man. 34 months as a member. Damn, that bird has some serious juice. Alfie, I agree with you, man. And if you want to see some serious juice, check this out. We're going to start them up both. All right, APU bleed is on. Packs are off. Check this out. We're going to go 3 and 4 are coming on. All right, shh, everybody listen.
So yeah, again
1845, yep. Continue Romeo, left on November, cross runway 22 right, hold short 15 left.
Wait for max motoring. I was going to stop the pushback, but...
Set parking brakes.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
A heavy itch, call your doctor. How about that bass, though, right? Or that bass. I don't know why I said bass. I don't know. I'm just excited. I get excited to fly this airplane, man. I really do. All right, we got 2 good starts. They pop back in. I think they did. All right, here we go. 1 and 2.
Boston Center, Walker 1400.
Walker 1400, Boston Tower.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
There goes the tow.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Walker.
No, this is not the salty mod. This is the Benny Benny. This is the just, what is it, working title? Default. So it's default,
I
but the one that
apologize.
working title did.
10 miles south.
Shh.
West of
Walker 1400, Rogers, Walker 0430. 0430, Walker 1400.
Boston Tower, good afternoon. Hunter Flight 286 Romeo, gate Charlie 29, ready.
I love
Hunter
this.
Flight 286.
The Walker guy sounds
Romeo,
like he tucks his shirt into his
Boston
underwear.
Tower,
Jesus
Taxi
Tyson.
Alpha is approved. Advise when you're ready to taxi.
All right, I heard the
Roger,
clicks.
push on
Those were
Alpha
2
approved.
clicks. Have a good trip.
Taxi Frontier.
There goes the pin. She waved us off. All right, let's go ahead and start from the top here. We've got good generator power, so we can go ahead and turn off APU Gen 1, APU Gen 2. APU is coming
radar
off.
contact.
Everything looks good there. Our fuel tank pumps are correct. We'll go wing anti-ice into the auto. Window heat is coming on.
Direct.
Everything looks good on this panel. Let's go ahead and get our packs. 1, 2,
All right,
and 3
cleared
on.
into the
APU bleed
Boston
off.
/ Bravo airspace maintain VFR outer
Gosh,
below.
that's
Or outer
it
below
was loud.
2000. Was it?
Everything else looks
yeah,
good there. We are a flap 10 for departure. All right, watch this.
Mid 1845, continue November, cross 1.
I'm gonna shut them down for a second. Shh, listen. Subtle, but I love that little. Gosh, I love it. All right, we'll turn ATC back on. I'm having too much fun with these airplanes. All right, let's see. Top altitude is 5,000.
Do you
LNAV.
know where you're parking?
Actually, no. Let's go flight director on. LNAV, VNAV, 175, 5,000 is set. Bleeds. Why are the bleeds off? Oh, there we go. Bleeds are back on. Cabin temp, it's going to cool because we had the bleeds off, so that should fix itself here in a little bit because the bleeds are on. Everything will be good here. All right. I'll run through our before taxi. Anti-ice is checked, recall, checked, auto brake. That needs to be an RTO. RTO. Flight controls checked. Speed brake is armed now. Flight controls checked. Ground equipment clear. APU is off. Normal. Flaps are set. We're pretty much ready to
make straight in,
go.
4 right, clear to land.
Straight in, 4 right.
Got here just in time for the flaps. How about some slats for you? How about that view? Boston Tower, UPS 357 Heavy, ready taxi off, I don't know, stand 3 here on the north cargo.
UPS 357 Heavy, roger. Is runway 9er okay, or would you prefer 4 right?
No, we're all set up for runway 9er, please.
UPS 357 Heavy, runway 9er, taxi via Lima, Bravo, Kilo, Mike. Hold short, runway 4 left.
All right, taxi runway 9er, Lima, Bravo, Kilo, Mike, hold short 4 to left for UPS 357 Heavy. All right.
At 1845, cross runway 15.
Now I have my actual charts out in front of me because I don't like, I don't have Navigraph loaded up. So I got to figure this out here. We got to go Lima, Bravo. Okay, so right out there to the left, Lima, Bravo, and then Kilo is at the end of Mike. All right, so I think we can figure it out. This is a good scenery. They got all the
Cargo Lux 599, are you ready to go as well?
taxi.
Yeah, Cargo Lux 599 Heavy, we're ready to go.
Alright, Cargo Lux 599 Heavy, follow the UPS 737 to runway 9er.
Here we go.
Lima,
Best part about it,
Bravo,
4 throttles, baby.
Mike, hold short runway 4 left.
Alright, following
Brake
the
check,
UPS
pressure
70
zero.
Lima, Bravo, Kilo, Mike, holding short 4 left, Cargo Lux 599.
All right, so let's try to actually not taxi into the dirt here with this thing. So we're gonna go out here. We got to make a left on Lima, and then a right on Bravo. Yep, Gonzi, spoilers are armed.
286 Romeo, are you ready to go?
We need a couple more minutes at that time for the flight.
I might have to do we'll have to see if we can adjust the cabin temp. I don't know why we still have a cabin temp caution.
Boston Toga, UPS 76 Heavy here on the north cargo, ready for start.
UPS 766 Heavy, Boston Tower, roger. Just hold position there, have a couple of aircraft moving in the area.
Alright, we'll hold position. Yes, sir.
So one thing that I think is really cool about this airplane and Microsoft in general is it feels so big that you'll end up taxiing way faster than you actually think you are, and then you wonder why you can't turn. So you got to be very conscious of your actual ground speed down here. We're doing 7 knots. So, you know, I would definitely not make any 90-degree turns over 10 knots.
UPS 50 Zulu.
Man, that guy's Mike, isn't it?
Boston Tower, Air Canada 8664, and Charlie 17 ready for push and start. Air Canada 8664, Boston Tower, hello, push back on the taxiway, Alpha is approved.
Yeah, look at that, we're doing pretty good. Basically a 7-4 pilot now. Alright, so here's Lima. We're going to jaunt on to Lima, and then Bravo is the parallel. So we're going to jaunt on to Lima here and make a hard right to Bravo, which is the outer. I'll likely never fly a 747, but I'll always be curious what it's like to fly a plane with that cockpit so I have to grab. Sam, that for me too, man.
286 Romeo, runway 9er, taxi via
I think it's so cool.
Charlie, Alpha, apologies, taxi via Alpha, Charlie, Bravo.
So I like this.
Kilo,
I've got this.
Mike.
I bound the like first officer front of the window view here just so I can help make a blind turn to the right. Because going left I can see a little bit better.
Taxi Alpha Charlie Bravo Kilo Mike, and then
Going right is kind of hard.
Yep, and then you can cross 4 left on Kilo.
Roger. So we will taxi via Alpha Charlie Bravo Kilo Mike, and then cross 4 left.
Just to celebrate Heavy Week,
Walker 14.
and my mini FCU being shipped, going to have to fly FedEx MD-11 tonight after work. Oh, AJ, that sounds awesome, man.
Alright, left on the 33 left.
Make sure you post some screenies about it. A little little more juice here coming around the corner. Y'all, let's make sure we get those likes up.
1400.
Smash down the like button if you like seeing heavy stuff. This channel is predominantly Airbus, but if you like seeing heavy Boeings, make sure you smash that like button.
Alright, I apologize. Can you repeat those exact instructions, Walker, 1400?
No.
Yep, Yankee, join 33 right, left on November. Cross
Alright, so we're on Bravo. We're taking Bravo all the way down. We're going to make a right turn.
Alright, Yankee joins 33.
And then Kilo Mike.
Cross 15 left, hold short.
Are you using the tiller? Yes. Rev, yes, I'm using the tiller. You can't really see it, my camera there. Yeah, you can't see it. But I am using the tiller, which makes it even more fun. Yeah, my arm's over here. I'm tillering around.
UPS 766 heavy. There's a company 747 pushing back here like 2 o'clock. If you're able to push, I would definitely go.
It's cool. We can see our taxiway right here too. I turn the panel light. Where's my inboard ND? Make sure the brightness is up. So here's Kilo. We're just gonna go meh, follow her around. All right, see this? I'm doing 20 knots. Slow it down. Slow it down. See, I did not feel like I was doing 20 knots.
Make your next right, back taxi runway 15.
Benny, yes, this is the flight Tampa Boston. It's absolutely fantastic.
Let's see here, Lima Bravo.
A little heavy on frames.
Alright, on back taxi 15 right.
It's not terrible. It's really not terrible, but it is noticeable. But it's worth it. Like the ground textures alone make the scenery 110% worth it, in my opinion. And you really only notice the frames like when I do this camera drop. Like you see when I do that camera jump in that transition, sometimes you see a little frame drop. But for the most part,
Boston Tower, UPS 50 Zulu, ready for taxi.
UPS 50
AirDog, thank you for the support, man. Good day. How's it going, mate? AirDog, we're doing good, man. How you doing?
Mike, hold short runway 4 left.
Lima, Bravo, Kilo, Mike, and Roger 04 left, UPS 50 Zulu.
Alright, let me go up here. Why do I have a cabin temp issue? Let me reset these. Trim air is on.
Austin Tower, KLM 7834,
KLM 7834 heavy, pushback, Boston Tower, good afternoon, pushback on attack.
I wonder why I don't have that cabin temp.
Advise when you're ready to attack.
Pushback on Alpha, Boulevard, KLM 7834.
Walker 26.
Alright, Kilo is just at the end of
Roger,
4 left here.
runway 9er taxi via Alpha Kilo.
Chomper, I think that's a good question. I think it's specific to, or it might just be technique for different airlines. I've noticed with this one, like I'll just idle the inboard 2.
UPS 5, Sierra Zulu, just give way to the diamond that's coming off from 33 right. They'll be making a right on the Bravo.
Give way to the traffic, UPS 50.
I know my buddy who flies the Falcon 7X. He says they idle the number 2 engine all the time. All right, Bravo. Here is Kilo. It's going to be a tight left, holding short of 4 left. So we're not even going to make the turn. So I'm going to go ahead and come to a stop here.
Bravo Kilo.
Because I want to have some momentum in this turn. So we're going to come to a stop.
Alpha November.
Taxi light off. Brakes are set. We're holding short of 4 left.
Air Canada 8664, just confirming hold short 4 left.
Hold short 4 left, Air Canada 8664.
Frontier flight 286 Romeo, runway 9er, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 9er, 4
UPS 357 heavy, cross runway 4 left on Kilo, right on Mike.
All right, quit across 4 left, right on Mike, UPS 357. All right.
And Cargo Lux 599 heavy, you can cross UPS 747 in front of you.
Here we go.
Cross 4 left on
Put down my peppermint mocha.
Crossing 4 left on Kilo behind the UPS heavy cargo 599.
Walker 2632 heavy, you're going to have 2 aircraft, 2 747.
I gotta set my camera view up here for the turn on this bad boy.
You can cross 4 left on Kilo.
Copy that, we got
Use a little differential thrust here.
Air Canada 8664, give way to the UPS 747.
Got that nose wheel cranked all the way over. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Alright, and then we're going to turn right on Mike. And we're going to be pretty much ready to go. Mike is the first right, which is here. And that'll give us full length for runway 9er. See if I can take some juice into the churn here before I hit the brake. Not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and
Frontier Flight 286 Romeo, no further ATC services are available. Money is common to 2.8.
Alright, after takeoff is all we got. Auto throttle is armed. LNAV, VNAV, Toga set. We're ready to go.
UPS 357 Heavy, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff, UPS 357 Heavy. Alright, chat. Let's see, what do we have? We have 400 viewers and only 167 likes. If you guys can hit 300 likes, this is going to be hard. I will do Toga from the outside. And this is with the sound pack. This is with the sound pack. So, it's a tough ask. That's 200 likes. But you got until I line up. If we do 300 likes before we're ready to go, I will do Toga from outside. And I think y'all are going to want to hear it. If not, we will just spool them up 50 and go from the inside. We'll have to save it for the next one. Alright, let's try not to waste any runway here. We should have plenty of runway doing a Toga takeoff here, but again, any runway left behind you is just wasted runway, so we won't necessarily follow the yellow line here. We'll try to get a max turn on. Crank that tiller. 50 likes away. Alright, how do we do? Let's take a look. Well, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Alright, how do we do on the likes? Survey says 290.
7834, runway 9er, taxi via Charlie Bravo Kilo.
What's the next update? 291? Can we do it? 293? Alright, that's close enough. We're gonna do it. I appreciate the support. Here we go. Spool them up 50. Yoga's in chat. Yoga. Oh my gosh, are you all deaf? I'm deaf. I am literally deaf. That was worth it. That was so worth it. Thank you for the participation. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Rotate nice and easy. Watch that tail. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with.
UPS 357 Heavy, no further ATC services are available. Money is common to 2.8 for reflex.
122.8, thanks for the ATC. UPS 357 Heavy, sit.
Wait.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. That was awesome, chat. I appreciate you. We see the effects too on that takeoff. I had the like. Did you guys see the water get sucked into the engine, like the moisture? That was pretty cool.
Cargo luck 599 heavy. Caution weight turbo
flaps 5.
747.
All right, we're thrust ref, LNAV, VNAV speed. Let's go ahead and continue our climb. We'll go ahead and
Cargo luck 599 heavy. We'll watch.
we'll spool this up here to 370. 37 is set.
32, runway 9, line of point.
There's flaps 1. Let's go ahead and
5,
put Unicom on. 122.8 is on for Unicom. Just floated all the boxes. Hey, wingnut, boxes don't bitch, man. It's all right. It's all right, man. If I had $1 for every time I floated some boxes in the back, I'd have probably $3. As long as you're not floating flight attendants, you'll be all right. Wow, look at that acceleration. Once you get cleaned up, she wants to climb. Go ahead and pitch into that flight director. Here comes a turn to the left. Bank angle check to the left. Oh, you can see the wing flex. Is that part of the effect mod? Does the default 7.4 have wing flex? I don't remember it having a wing flex. Oh, that's the best $8 I've ever spent. Oh gosh, now I'm leveling off and speeding through 10. This is why you don't fly a 747 from window view. Airbus, I could do it. 7.4 a little bit different here. Let's go ahead and get back to the flight directors. There we go. Look at that with 270 knots, almost leveled off at 6,000. Boston would be having a conniption right now. We'll get back on the flight director. I'm trying to avoid. Let's go ahead and roll out here to the right a little bit. Let's avoid this buildup. Look at that. Gutsiest move I ever seen, Mav. Alright, we'll bring it back to the left. Watch that speed there. Alright. We're going to have to fly through this one. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go Command A a little bit earlier than normal. We're out of 10,000. I want to see, because I want to see the effects on the wing here if we make another turn out. I'm curious to see if I can see any more effects. Can't really see it on that one. What's happening? I feel like we're rolling really hard. Alright, we're back on course. Alright, we're out of 10,000 feet. Let's fly the airplane. Sean, and then up to Lobster. Let's go ahead and get our lights off here. Wing light come off. Logo light come off. That's disarmed. Everything went away there. After takeoff checklist is completed. So that leaves us at the descent. So with that, we'll go ahead and get rid of the checklist push button. I want to check the ECS panel. Outflow valves, everything looks good there. And where's pressurization? I guess that would be ECS, but engine panel, everything looks good. Cabin altitude, oh yeah, so we are climbing. Rate Delta P 4.4, good. That always makes me nervous in the Boeing. It's like, oh, did I forget to set the cabin altitude like Boeing, because you have to do the old school stuff. All right, everything looks good there. All right, we'll get that panel cleaned up, and we're cruising, chat. 303 knots at a 14.4. Look at that view. All right, I missed a lot of the chat during that entire departure, but I'm not sorry, because that was amazing. Are you guys, do you guys think that was absolutely worth it, that Toga takeoff? All of you that hit the like button, I think that was worth it. I appreciate the participation. My ears were actually ringing a little bit. I'm pretty sure the office next to me probably heard me screaming because I didn't know how loud I was talking because I couldn't hear anything. But it was fun. Christopher says, best advertisement for a mod ever, buying it now. Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew the dude so I could say, oh, yeah, but no, I had no idea who the person is that made the mod, but I saw some of the effects. I think someone posted some screenshots with it. So $8 on Sim Market. The APU smoke effect alone is worth it. Definitely worth it. Now, what I'm hoping is, I don't know what Halifax is going to be doing by the time we get there, but earlier today it was snowing hard. I'm hoping we'll see some kind of effects when we get into Halifax. Super cold, maybe some light snow at the very least. Maybe there'll be something on the runway. Like, I want to see some runway effects, you know? That's that's the plan. Details on the mod. Let me pull up the actual page here. Let me go ahead and set standard. STDs for you, me, and Wingnut. It's all set. 1, 2, and 3. And 19 for 37. We're making the turn out over the ocean right now, so that's pretty cool. While you guys enjoy this wing view, let me get a link to some stuff. Where's Chaos? Is Chaos here? I feel like I should just mod him up because he's always good at finding the links. Chaos, are you in the chat? Put you to work. Here we go. Let me find 748 effects mod. Cool. Alright. Now Chaos is good at finding links, so he should be able to post links now. But I'm already on the page. Here we go. Realism mod. No, South Oak Company. 748. Now on Sim Market. There's the link. And it has some screenshots and everything on it. So there it is. That is what I'm using. And so far, so good. So far, so good. And then there's also the texture pack. Yeah, so the texture pack, which I also really like. Let me see if I can. I'm going to turn on some map lights here. Turn up these panel lights so you guys can really get a look at these textures, because it's probably going to get a little bit darker. But I mean, I think it just brings the cockpit to life here. Where's the overhead? Well, that's the storm light. We can't do that. Overhead dome. Oh, is it on the back of this panel? Thought there'd be an overhead. But I mean, look at the textures of this pedestal. I mean, look at that. Like, I'm gonna just stop the camera so you can really zoom, like, let it crisp up for you. Really nicely done. I mean, I think that's pretty good. Look at us climbing out. 305 knots, 1,600 feet a minute at a 24. Could probably even speed up. All right, let's go over here to the prog page, see how we're doing. No, I want to go to the... Not the VNAV, max 242. Econ climb, cruise page. Optimum 37.8, max of 41. So we're pretty much going to be going to our optimum here, which is good. We'll just leave it at 37. You were watching live when he made the textures for the footrest? Can I hide the yoke? Yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah, so you can see. So you can see here, it actually, everyone putting their feet up here on the stirrups. It's rubbed off the coating. There might either like some rubberized coating or maybe some paint. Probably a rubberized coating around the edge, but it wears off. Years of use, people putting their feet there. So the Airbus has the little footrests that come down. The Embraer just had like rubber panels here. But absolutely loving it. Let's get some more wing views here. When we get to cruise, we'll go outside here. Captain Bob, good afternoon. Sack Smacker, welcome to Private Pilot. Glad to have you on board. Exclamation point welcome for your new perks here on the channel. Got some After Dark podcasts that are pretty much non-existent, but some other perks as well, so appreciate you. We're in for a treat for the 380 textures then, yeah. Is the same guy that did this doing any texture work on the 380? I wish that 380 was out right now because I am in the mood for some heavy flying. First Airbus A380 flight. We're going Philly, Orlando. What is your arrival for Halifax? We're on the Fundy 5, Gregory, on the Fundy 5 arrival. Would the Toga Tolus 321 texture pack work on X-Plane 12? No, Laser Shark. You don't even need the Toga texture mod anymore. So the latest and greatest X-Plane 12 Tolus airplane is you don't need any mods for the cockpit. They've made them default. I think back in one of the updates in X-Plane 11, they made Toga basically the base texture, or close to it, and they're up to really good standards now in X-Plane 12. If you buy the Tolus upgrade for X-Plane 12, or is it free? I can't remember for X-Plane 12. But the Tolus has definitely stepped up. Their 320 Neo, when it released, was the best, but then they have since updated the 19 and 21 to match the same quality standard as their look at it. This is an upper deck, lower deck. I don't know. Upper deck view is kind of cool. Oh, he's doing all of them. Okay, so there. Yeah, we're in for a treat. We are in for a treat then. Exterior could use some texture work as well. Yeah, Chaos. Can you do any exterior texture work? I'm looking forward to the DC-10, old school heavy. Dale, who's doing a DC-10? Are you talking about the flight aerodynamics? Yeah, I would like that one too. But we'll see. I always hold my breath for freeware stuff. Fly-by-wire has a record though, or a record meaning like we know what they're capable of. So I'm excited for that one. But like that, is it aerodynamics making the DC-10? I'm excited for it, but because we don't know it's kind of a new freeware team, you don't really know what to expect. So I try not to get too jacked up. Does the Mini FC work on Xbox? I do not believe so. Fly to Live, this is the Adobo 748. And Fly to Live, I'm telling you, man, if you check out at the very beginning of the stream before pushback, I posted my curves for the TCA yoke. I like this airplane, man. Sometimes I say, I don't fly default airplanes. Default airplanes to me, I immediately think of like FSX or FS8 or 9, I should say, or 2002, well, whatever they are. The old FSX and even X-Plane 11 default, I think about that. Like no one really, or at least myself personally, I never really flew the sims for those default airplanes. Microsoft, though, this 7.4 with the working title stuff that's been done to it, I really enjoy it. I really do. Not sure if you're aware, but do European airlines use Galileo as their GPS source, or do they all use GPS? Captain Bob, I have no idea what they use, my friend. No idea. You're excited for the PMDG triple? Yeah, me too. I don't know. I feel like that's going to be a little while off still. We'll see, though. Do you personally find GA aircraft or airliners easier to fly from your experience? Asking as a CFI, curious what the future holds. Drew, so airliners, it's different. It's more to manage. Probably easier to fly, like actually fly them, especially modern stuff. Old stuff, just different ball game. But, I mean, if you talk about the Airbus, the Airbus was designed for 250-hour pilots. I've never flown a 737, but I mean, it's all pretty much the same thing. You pull the stick back, houses get smaller. You push it forward, houses get bigger. But there's more to manage in the airline world. Flying is the easiest part, really, of being an airline pilot. The actual flying part is easy. It's everything else. The 7.4 is good after the update. Can agree on that. Oh, yeah. Adobo. Is that like the Indian Enrique Iglesias? Yes. It's the Adobo. Did I need to hit like a climb thrust button, or it's all auto? No, we're in climb. Look at that. We're doing 102%. I guess we can turn the seatbelts into auto, although there's really nobody on board. 34, we're still doing 2,000 feet a minute. Okay, guys, you'll get a kick out of this. So all you Boeing fanboys out there. So what was it, Sunday? Was it yesterday? It was a really long day. We had a delay after a delay and just, I don't know, got vectored right into like the only cell in the eastern United States. But we were flying Orlando back to Atlanta, and there was a 757 doing the same route. and they had requested to change runways for departure out of Orlando, and they cut us off. And I was like, oh, I have brunch to cook on my Brookstone. I can't believe they cut us off. So I was in my head like, I want to beat these guys back to Atlanta. Well, ground ended up changing their plan and told the 757 to hold for us, and we actually got their release time. So our release time was, I think, 24 to 28, and theirs was 17 to 22 or something. So the way that we were taxing out and kind of the way we came together, I guess ground decided it would be better if we went first. So we told the 75 to hold. We taxi out in front of them. It's like, your new release time is 17 to 24. You ready to go? Yeah, we're ready to go. So I'm like, all right, we're going to beat these guys to Atlanta. 757, I'm in a 320. So we take off, and I'm flying, so we're accelerating 250 knots, doing everything we can. We get a tight vector, like right after takeoff. He basically vectors us northbound. So we're already on course. I'm like, okay, we're doing good. And I can hear the 75 check in behind us, so I know they're literally right behind us. Well, out of like 18,000 feet, we get a frequency change, and we get a climb to 230. So we check on, FO checks on. It's like, yeah, we're out of 18.9 or whatever, just going through 18 for 230. Guess who checks on behind us? Old Mr. 757. He's like, yeah, we're at a 21 climbing 250. I'm like, that guy's already at a 21,000 feet. We took off 5 minutes before them. He's already out-climbed us by 4,000 feet. And sure enough, now I see him on the TCAS behind us, climbing up. So they give him an altitude. I think his final cruise was 35, and ours was 31. We ended up going down to 29. I mean, we're like cost index 99ing it, doing everything we can to squeeze all the juice out of this little 320. And they reached their cruise altitude, 35,000 feet, and we hadn't even gotten through 25 yet. And they took off 5 minutes behind us. And, yeah. Anyway, we flew as fast as we could all the way in. Now we're on with approach. All right, you're clear to land. We get runway 28, clear to land 28. We're on final for 28. Guess who checks on the tower right behind us? Mr. 757. Yeah, we're on the ILS runway 28. Old Hartsfield Tower says, Mr. 757, runway 27 left is available. Do you want it? Are you serious? They gave him 27 left, so he lands 27 left. We land first. But guess what we got to do? By the time we get to runway 27 left, we're waiting for them to finish their rollout, and they get to taxi to the gate, and they beat us by probably 7 or 8 minutes because we ended up having to wait for another airplane to land. So now we're really behind them, and then we had a taxi behind another guy who was going really slow. So they get to their gate before we even got close to the ramp entry point. I was like, that's crap. Can't beat a 7.5. So everyone can say, oh, the 321, it's like it's going to fulfill the role of the 757. I'm like, no. I mean, I think airlines want the 321neo and XLR they really want to stretch that airplane, but nothing is going to replace the 7.5. So, good old 757. Does the cabin bing bong function? Kyle, let me check. You talking about the seatbelt? Yeah, it does. You can do it with the seatbelt sign. Oh, wow, look at that tailwind, 91. We're doing 8.6. Let's see how fast. I'll tell you what. How do I do speed initiative thing? Can I go faster? Let's see if we can get our ground speed up to 8.6. How do I change the cost index? VNAV page. Push the knob. Let's do 8.9 Mach with a 91 knot tailwind, and let's see how fast we can get our ground speed up. 0.885 is max. Home field advantage, says John. Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to go up to 8.9, basically clacking 601 on the ground speed. My record ground speed, if I remember, is right around 665. Maybe it was 655. I think my record ground speed was mid 600s. Oh boy, I finally have some time to watch V1 stream, and all it took was food poisoning. Steven, oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You know what? Something's been going through our house as well. Like my little girl, she threw up last night. I don't know if she ate something bad, but something's going on. I was feeling kind of nauseous yesterday as well. Maybe we had something bad. 608 knots over the ground. That's crazy. All right, let's go back to our cost index speed of 8.6. All right, we're going to slow it back down to 8.6 Mach. But we were 608 on the ground speed. Let's take a look outside. Let's turn the sounds down. We'll take a quick look. Oh my, look at that. How is that? That is awesome. Let's play one or two songs here just to enjoy 7.4. Actually, you know what song we haven't played in a long time? It's a total vibe. Where's our, here we go. Whoa. A little loud. This is our 747 song right here. You can't tell me that is not the Queen of the Skies right there. That is the screenshot simulator. That is the true Queen of the Skies right there, folks. Kyle, I haven't done any change to contrails, so unless I don't think the effect mod changes it. I think those are default. Did you ever purchase a 7.4? Oh, of course I did, Kevin 4.7. If so, do those excite you? Oh yeah, Kevin. If we had the PMDG 7.4 in Microsoft, I'd be flying it like crazy. Especially when I get on these little heavy kicks like I kind of am right now. The first time I did that 7.4, did the Quito approach, because like in FSX, the default mission was it Quito, Ecuador? You guys probably remember. You were in like Global Freightways, the default 7.4. So when PMDG released it, I was like, oh, I'm going to do it in the PMDG 7.4. I'm pretty sure I stalled it on like a base to final turn. I didn't install it completely, but we had a stick shaker. I say we. I had a stick shaker. It was all over the place. And that's when I realized PMDG is a whole lot different quality than the default Global Freightways FSX 7.4. But yeah, I had all the PMDG airplanes in FSX. P3D, I think I only had the NG X in P3D. I kind of, P3D, it was more of a FS Labs love for me when I was in P3D. But FSX, I owned every PMDG airplane that came out. Apparently the effect mod makes them new contrails? Really? I mean, I think they look... Oh, are you kidding me? Who's ready for a 15-hour long haul on this puppy right here? Hello from the 5th in line, Air Canada 8664 behind you. Joe Plains, Tower at Ray, my man. Hopefully we have a nice arrival into Halifax. If you were to land all fine within the markers, not particularly hard, but if your airspeed on touchdown went below a certain amount, would you still get pulled? Scotty 2, no. Not like if you're talking about like in the flare and your speed drops way off, no. It's only going to drop off so far to where you're just going to stop flying. And that's, that's part of something you got to keep an eye on when you're flaring in the Airbus particularly. You get below VREF, and most airliners in general, once you get below VREF, it really doesn't fly all that well. So that kind of makes the difference between kind of a chunker landing and a real nice greasy one, because if you to get a nice greasy landing, you're really arresting that descent and just kind of, you still have good control of the descent rate via pitch as you're rounding out into that flare, or I should say as you're flaring out. But if you're too slow, let's say you're below VREF by like 5 knots, there's going to be a point where as you pull back, you're not going to have that effectiveness to arrest that descent, and you're just going to kind of chunk it into the ground. So by definition, the perfect landing is at VREF speed. But yeah, sometimes you go a little bit below it and you kind of chunk it. You can, not saying every landing's a chunker below ref, it just typically that's how it works. That's a good song. I like that song. That's the 747 theme song. That was the 7-4 theme song. Still gonna try the Autoland? Kyle Ferris, I think we should. So, anybody got a, oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Anybody got an updated METAR for Halifax? We might change to the crosswind and try to do an Autoland. Because here's the thing. If we're going 15-hour long haul, which, mind you, only 12 hours of that is going to be able to be watched on record. So if you want to see the landing live, you're gonna have to see it live. You're not be able to see it on the record because YouTube will cut you off at 12 hours as far as the re-upload. I don't even want to chance it not being capable. So that's one thing I've never tested is an Autoland in this airplane. So we need to test an Autoland. Team Vodka, you're doing the Arnev Yankee 5. All right. I might try to change it up. I might try to land on the crossing runway. Chaos says it's 4 miles, light snow, broken, overcast. So 350 at 11. So that's pretty much out of the north. Wow, we are going so fast. I wish we were doing a longer flight, chat. I wish we were doing a longer flight. We're already on the descent. I just want to chill. The only thing that would improve the working Title 7.4 would be working EFB. Yes. Kyle, I believe they're working on it. The EFB is in the cockpit. It just doesn't turn on yet. But they're working on it. David says, blessings, chat. Bless up, V1. That 7.4 is beginning to be one of my favorite aircraft in the sim, especially with the effects. David Isaac, you and me both, my friend. You and me both. It is a long-haul plane, says Chaos. I know. Re-upload time to YouTube for a 13-hour video would be brutally long. Yeah. Just split up the long haul into 2 streams. Jeff, I thought about that. Like, cancel, like just restarting it midway point, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that only the live viewers will get to see it live landing. All right. That's enough. That's all we got for, cruise. Let's come down here and let's see what other approach we could do. How do can I not change it? ILS 1.4 or 2.3. So if the winds are out of the north, what's the best? Uh, 1.4, we don't want to do 1.4. 2.3 would still be a quartering tailwind. This angle, 2.3 would be coming from have to make a downwind. I think it's pretty much equally. I think 2.4 would be or 2.3 rather would be our best shot. That's 70 degrees plus 48, 9, 110 degrees versus 40. I mean, well, yeah, I think 2.3 is our best chance at an Autoland. Let's do it. ILS 2.3. I'm going to load it from the Deuter transition. I'm going to load that into the box. And I need to go into the plan mode, and we need to zoom in here. We're going to... Let's step through this here. Oh, that actually... look at that. That'd actually be perfect there. All right, there's the Deuter... Metic. All right. So let's go back to oh my gosh, map view. Let's put the weather radar up. See if we can start painting anything. And we need to start down. So let's go ahead and set. Right now, let's go ahead and set 200. Get us coming down. 200 is set for now. Our weather radar on. Now it's on. Weather radar data is on. And for the ILS, flaps 30, 151. 1047. No, that's that. Does it not tell you the frequency and auto tunes, right? Doesn't it auto tune? Yeah, I was thinking 737. Pretty sure it's auto tuned up. And for our mins, we're gonna do radio. And I'll tell you what, we'll give ourselves a 50-foot alert height. So this will kind of be like a Cat 3 fail passive, which is what I had to do the other day into Atlanta as a Cat 3 fail passive because we had a thrust reverser in op. Nav rad on the FMC. Nav rad. All right, there's our idle, LNAV, VNAV speed. Oh yeah, nav rad page. Thank you. Here we go. 1099 and course 234. But it's already auto-tuned, so there's nothing to tune up here, which is nice. Makes life easier. Welcome to the 21st century. T-Pain auto-tune. Alright, you can see we're already a little bit... It says it's high on profile, but we're going to come all the way down to 10 thou. We'll self-vector ourselves on the Unicom. I'll start making some radio calls here. We are on 22.8. And where's my V-pilot? Make sure it's up. Audio's good. Cool. Halifax traffic. UPS 357 heavy. We're about 80 miles from Halifax. We're going to be setting up for an auto land for a ILS runway 23 Halifax. Down we go. Thrust idle. Oh, man, that is juicy. T-Vodka, I'll get clear for sure. I'll get clear. We have to test the auto land function. Because what if we fly 15 hours from Sydney and then LA is socked in with morning fog? Got time for a return leg today? Justin, unfortunately, I do not. I would, but I have something that I need to attend to at 5 o'clock, so I'm already going to be pushing it. I don't know. I mean, I could tell a wife just to go do it by herself. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Where would we return to? We go... turn around. Nah, we'll just do one leg. One and done. Got to keep it short and sweet. It automatically retards the throttle, by the way. No need to do it manually. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, we're going to have to retard it at some point. Get the reversers in. Are you using a mod for the contrails? Diego, I was not aware of a mod for the contrails, but I believe I've been told now that the effects mod that I'm using changes the contrails. So, look at that. That's a screenshot. Screenshot. I mean, that just looks amazing. James Johnson got a VTAR here. Same thing. At 160 at 6. 3 miles rain. Oh. When was that? 9Z? 3 miles rain. Temperature 7. Is it raining now? It was just minus, temperature was just 0. 2015 Z. That's an old one. That is an old one, James. That's an old METAR. Don't get hysterical, but I'm canceling tonight. I mean, this view makes me want to do a return leg. Makes me just want to do a long haul. Is there an event tonight? We could fly into an event with the 7-4, crash everybody's party. Look at the our pilots up there in the window too. That's cool. Wait, is that? Oh, I thought it was Flat Stanley. Current METAR 7 miles, 340 at 10. All right, so it looks like it stopped precipitating. V1, I'm having an issue with the 747 with the throttles. The TCA throttle level only works with engines 1, 2, not 3, and 4. Heavy heat. Bind them so that your left throttle, or your left lever, is engines 1 and 2. Bind them the same. And then the same for your second throttle lever. Make sure it is engines 3 and 4. You can do the same binding. It'll say, oh, caution, you already bound this, but just acknowledge that. So you want to bind both engines to one throttle and then the other 2 engines to the other throttle. Then you should be able to have 4. Kevin, maybe. The 747 is also great for when you are single again. Indeed. 747 is a single man's life. That is for sure. That is for sure. Wow, this is real time. This is absolutely stunning views right now. Stunning. Go from Halifax to Toronto. Oh, I want to make sure our flight recorder is ready. Now, that's a question. I wonder if the effects will be on flight recorder. Hopefully we don't end up crashing sim with all these extra programs starting to run in the background here. I did try to see if my mini FCU worked with this airplane. It did not, so I unplugged it. I thought maybe we could, it could still do the heading and all that stuff, but it's not. It doesn't work like that. It's not like a bindable. I'm sure you could do it through SPAD or something. And so the Mini Canada tour in winter 23 got started. I know, right? 7.4 doesn't have cabin music though. Literally unplayable. I was really close to doing the Fokker, Kyle. I was going to do Fokker F-28 from Bangor, Maine to Halifax. That was going to be the stream idea. But I looked to see if there was any F-28 cargo, and there wasn't. So we are going to use auto brake 3. All right, auto brake 3. Our VREF speed is 150 knots. It still says we're high on approach here. Let's get a little speed brake action in here. I mean, we are really going to dive down now. We're going to set 5,000. Let's see if we can catch up to it. We're out of the contrail. Man, look at those speed brakes. We're really dumping some lift now. Look at all the snow on the ground. That is so cool. I'm high by 6,000 feet. Yeah, I just saw that. Are you excited for the Just Flight Fokker 70 and F100? Yes, Diego. Dude, I am so pumped for that airplane. I saw that little mini update. I'm hoping they reach out, get a little pre-release copy, and we can take it for a couple spins, maybe a week before release or something, like we did with the F-28. I am very much looking forward to the F-70, F-100, because it's basically the F-28 with some more airline stuff included. You got reversers, a little bit more upgraded avionics situation up front. Cabin, or not the cabin, the cockpit is a little bit more traditional, if you will. Not entirely, but a little bit. Man, we are diving and driving for 5,000 here. Halifax approach, UPS 357 heavy request. UPS 357 heavy, Halifax, go ahead. Yeah, can we request high speed below 10,000? UPS 357, that's approved. All right, good. So we're going to go 310 knots below 10,000 here, so we can go ahead and get down to our altitude. Fokker 50. Ramses? Yeah, Fokker 50 would be nice too. Actually, we may not even need to do that. I think we'll be able to slow. I think we're going to be just fine. With the speed brakes out, we're catching it. Look at that. We're catching profile right now. We don't even need to do high speed. We're going to be just fine, chat. 7.4 doing 7.4 things. Let's go ahead and get all the lights on now, so I don't have to think about it. All right, let's take a quick look at our anti-ice panel. I'm actually going to preemptively, so auto, I tell you what. It's all in the auto position there. Everything's auto on. Good. Alright, because we're going to be flying into some icing conditions. Now I need to turn down these floods a little bit. Alright, we're slowing. Where's the panel background? There we go. I just want that one. I'm going to figure out where all these knobs are. Turn that one down a little bit. Alright, there's our ding through 10,000. We're slowing to 240. Wow, look at our speed window. Stow the speed brakes. We're on the VNAV profile. Where is the light control for this puppy? Is it the display? Where is this light brightness knob? Am I going crazy? Oh, it's on the overhead. It's right here. Dome, glare, shield, flood. Turn those puppies down. There we go. All right. We're cooking with gas now. All right, we're out of 9 for 5. What I'm going to do... actually, let's just fly it. Screw it. I was going to do a manual vector, but we might be able to just join up. 3,000 at Leiros for the final. Let's go ahead and set 3,000 for now. I am going to take manual control of the speed though. So speed select. We'll keep it at 240 for now. We're looking good. We're looking good, chat. Here we come. Oh man, it's clearing out. It's clearing out. Halifax was supposed to be nasty. We should have taken off from Halifax, what we should have done. Why would you have all the light buttons in one place? It gives you something to do on a long haul, exactly. Half hour before, we'll still try the 05 Loc, but it could be going to 2-3. Half hour before you. Ah. We got 2-3 in here. We'll take 2-3 for this approach. 121.0 for ATIS. I have it turned off. I have that default Microsoft ATIS turned off. Alright, manual speed control here. I'm going to bring us into 210. What's that FMC message? Is that for drag required? Yep. Alright, we're going to slow it up, and then we're also going to have to get our slats out for 210. Be inside that. I don't know, what do they call it? It's not VLS in a 7.4, but it looks like VLS, so we're going to call it VLS. Flaps 1, we'll get those slats out. Oh, look at that. I love the slats on this airplane. What do we have here? Checklist incomplete. Oh, yeah. All right, we're on profile. Descent, recall checked, auto brake is set, landing data, VREF minimums, approach briefing is complete. Approach checklist, altimeters, magic barrel ref key, landing checklist, speed brake, gear, and flaps. That's what we're left at. Let me double check the magic barrel ref. 2963 is set. We're low pressure. We're flaps 1. Is there a speed up here for these turns? No, but we're probably gonna come back another 5 knots here. Oh, this is awesome. Heading knob, you're a Boeing pilot. I know. Flaps 5. Latest METAR 340 at 10. All right. So it's definitely improving, but this will be a good auto land test. I still want to test it. Come back to 180 here before we make this turn. It'll help us on these 90-degree turns. Once we turn inbound past Duder, we're going to arm the approach. Yeah, I got to keep track of that heading book. I know. I'll be better. I promise. At the end of our 15-hour long haul, I'll be better. Been clear for about 3 to 4 hours now since Laser Shark. Dang. I know, it was snowing hard earlier. Alright, we are flaps 10, 180. After we turn at Duder, we're going to arm up the approach. Right now, we're still LNAV, VNAV path. VREF is 150, still 151, so we're looking good here. Right through this cloud here. Maybe we'll turn just before it. The decline of the 7.4 is actually making me feel sad right now. I know. I saw a nice Korean 7.4 yesterday in Atlanta. Why are we turning right? Oh no, we're turning left. Oh my gosh, that tripped me out. I thought we were turning the other direction. It's the reflection. I literally just had an illusion. That's the first time that's ever happened. Oh my gosh, we need to go flaps 20 here. Let's get a little bit more breathing room. It's in that bank angle. You see that come up and get you there. Oh, we just flew into a really thick cloud. Alright, Loke, glide slope are armed. Replay is going to be recording now. Replay is recording. Alright, there's nothing to see outside. We'll watch the replay. Let's see how this handles this turn in here. I'm going to set, was it like 2,000 for the FAF? So we're a little bit above. I don't want to drop the gear until we turn here. Knot tailwind. Yeah, MTIC 1920. 2046Z. So, okay, look, Loke is captured. Now we just need a glide slope capture. Radio altimeter live. Gear down. Speed brake armed. Oh. There we go. Speed brake armed. Gear. Let's start coming back to 155. We'll give ourselves 5 knots. More flap action. That's flaps 25, and we'll go flaps 30. All right, landing cam is on. Flaps 30, gear down. Well, it leaves us at the shutdown checklist. All right, we're still waiting for a glide slope capture. I don't know why we haven't captured you. Why are we still on a VNAV path? Flight level change 2000. Okay, so there's the glide slope. It's right above us, so it should level here briefly. I didn't know if it was going to capture in that VNAV path, though. Andrew B, yeah, icing does work. There's our glide slope. Glide slope captured. It is a cold night up here in Halifax. Alright, we're on speed. 150 plus 4 knots here. Actually, 20 knot tailwind. Let's come right back to our ref. Our ref speed is 150, so we're right at ref. We're supposed to add 5 every time. We'll do 153. There's approach lights. Continue.
1,000.
1,000 feet stable. We are clear to land. All right. Rollout is armed and flare is armed. Runway. Landing. We're going to see if she auto lands. Are we? That's a tight. That's a wind there. I don't know. We'll see. 13 knots, quartering tailwind. Probably right at the limit, I would imagine, for an auto land. Getting close to it.
500. 400.
I thought Santa lived in Finland. No, he lives here. Look at this snow.
300.
It looks like we've got snow on the runway, too. Look at that. That is a really nice job by Microsoft. That's exactly what it looks like, guys. You just see lights. Oh, my gosh. This is amazing.
50, 40, 30, minimum 20, 10.
Come on. Kiss it. Kiss it. Oh. Reverse screen. Decel in. Ladies and gentlemen. Manual brakes. We'll take the next one. That was awesome. For that wind condition, that quartering tailwind like that, that's pretty good. All right, we need to figure out where we're going. Slow it down. Roll to the end. All right, I'm pretty sure we're at the end here.
Halifax, Cargo Lux 599 Heavy. We are 9 miles for 05, Halifax.
I love Halifax.
Halifax traffic, GPS 5 Sierra
Got some
Zulu,
good memories
on
here.
the Fenix 5 for runway.
Oh, is my autopilot still on? Nah. Yeah, my autopilot was still on. It was fighting me, trying to track. Ah, that's pretty good. It was fighting me. All right, we'll stow the speed brake. Disengage the autopilot.
Affirmative traffic.
Flight directors are off. Auto throttle's off. I think cargo's right over here.
Slow a little bit. You can go. You can land.
We don't even have a overlay here. That's right. Have I been here in real life? Laser Shark, yes. I've spent 4 nights at wasn't a Holiday Inn. I don't know. It was a nice hotel. We got canceled. We got snowed in. I have some great memories in Halifax. Had my first ever high-speed RTO in an Embraer 190 out of Halifax. Had some good room parties in Halifax when it was like minus 15 outside. And the guy to girl ratio in Halifax is like, I don't know, like 5 to 1 or something, isn't it? At least it used to be. Halifax traffic, UPS 357 Heavy. We're clear of runway 23. We're taxiing the cargo ramp. Just use caution. There's snow and ice on the runways, but visibility is pretty good.
All right, copy that. Cargo Lux 599, 5 miles for runway 05.
Oh, I have to turn off the weather radar? Ah, thank you. Who said that? Kyle, thanks, man. All right, I'm pretty sure that this is cargo enough over here, right? We're going to pull in right here. I'm not sure. Is that a taxiway? I'm not even sure what this is. We're going to just roll in here. How about that? Laser, the 190, there's no way we could make this taxiway in real life. We're in the dirt. I don't know where we're supposed to go. Just oh, that's actually grass. Oh, rip. Realism out the window. The 190 RTO, that was a charter flight that I did. And then I used to fly Embraers in here. definitely not supposed to make that turn. Is there a good Halifax scenery? Because if there is, I'm going to pick it up, and then we're going to do another flight out of Halifax.
Halifax traffic, PS 7667, going direct. Oddcast, what I localize at 05, Halifax.
Traffic on 5, how far out are you?
3.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna turn right here. I want to see these guys landing on 5. It's gonna look really cool. Some 7-4 stuff. So he's 3 miles out. We're gonna park right here. We're gonna set the brake. We're not gonna shut down. We're gonna go into this cam. And oh, there's his lights right there. I can see the lights. 5 is the opposite of 2-3, right? Yeah. Look at this. Look at this, chat. We'll go full screen cam here.
Halifax traffic, UPS 5 Sierra Zulu, downwind runway 23 and will turn base at 10 miles.
FCOM Studios in Orbix. Really, Christy. All right. I'm going to have to pick it up because we need to do some more Halifax flying. Look at the frosted grass here. Look at this. Gotta love the 4 throttle levers. I know, man. I love it. That's the best part of the Bravo, honestly. Being able to configure to literally any airplane you want it to be, you can configure the Honeycomb Bravo throttles. It's awesome. All right, here he comes. Big old 7.4. Nice cross. I mean, it's a straight crosswind pretty much no matter which runway you're coming in on. Ooh. Oh, watch the pod strike. Watch the pod strike. Ooh. That looked like a pod strike. Well, that looked like a pod strike. Somebody,
No pod strike.
I don't know. Looked a little loose there, Cougar.
Was not.
Looked a little loose there. All right, who else is on final? We get any more heavies on final? We'll watch some more heavies come in. I see somebody turning base over there.
Both right reversers did not engage.
Sounds like Pilot Air.
Yeah, might be my broken Bravo throttles.
Pilot Air.
Halifax traffic, UPS 5 Sierra
I saw a light out here.
Base runway 23, 10 miles. 10 miles.
Someone's on 2-3, which is the opposite direction. Is someone else on 5? Someone else is on 5. I can see their light.
UPS 55 Zulu, you have several inbound aircraft landing 05, so if you're landing 2-3, you're going to have conflicting traffic there.
How far is he from
Cargo load of vodka to be expected.
Looks like we have 3 aircraft inbound 05. One is on a 10 mile, one's right behind it, and I'm number 3, so I'm about 15 out.
We need to check the paintwork on that. You guys are right.
Going to vector around inbound traffic.
Hold on. Here, we'll start the poll.
Yeah, Halifax traffic, PS766, left 364, spacing.
Halifax, Cargo X599, we're clear of 05, text to cargo ramp.
Pod strike, like V1 podcast. Traffic on 5, how far out are you?
About 6 miles.
Alright, so he's at 6 miles. While we wait...
Looks like V1 should be the controller now.
While we wait, let's, I don't really want to shut it down because we're going to do replay. We'll get our flaps up. FAA's in the chat.
Halifax traffic, UPS 5 Sierra Zulu, turning final, 10 miles, runway 23.
Alright, so someone's still 10
Halifax
out.
traffic, WestJet 218, 10 out on the RNAV Zulu for
Considering what Team Vodka did is landing very good. Team Vodka, looks like you're losing your poll. 81% say yes, 19% say no. I think that was a pod strike. Do you have any tips for multi or CFI? What do you mean? Like, tips for what? Like you in training for that?
The traffic on 10 miles approximately, you can land. I'm slowing down to my final approach speed.
Why can't I get to my... Where can I get to my...
The second traffic on final for 05, can you reduce to your minimum approach speed?
I can't get to my
we'll
other
do
camera.
Rough Jet.
Well, this is... Why can't I get to my external camera? What's going on? I can't get to my camera to see the landing. Oh my god. I don't want fixed, I want free. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're back. We're back.
Outback traffic, WestJet 218 going around.
Wait, why is WestJet 218 going around? Is there someone landing on this side now?
Watch out when you're going on your guard, 1,200 feet.
Oh, WestJet's behind him. He's behind him. Oh, look at this guy struggling with the crosswind too. It's a serious crosswind here. Ooh. Air Canada. Man, we just need the the effects for the snow for when you pop those reversers out. Just big plumes of snow. All right. And we got any more heavies on final? I can see somebody went around over here. He was opposite direction, made him go around. All right, I guess it's time for our replay. Team Vodka, you definitely had a pod strike, so we'll end the poll.
UPS 5 Sierra Zulu going around.
And UPS is going around. Oh, low altitude go around. Low altitude 74 go around. Oh, this is not good. Low altitude 747 go around.
Complex traffic, UPS 766, about 10 miles out for localized files.
Oh, look at that.
Air Canada 8664 clear.
Oh, you can see the gear door open. This is Tower Cam Live. That was pretty sweet. Should we watch our replay or should we continue watching people land? This is quickly becoming a vast aviation window or video. Man. That was pretty cool. Big Jet TV there. Andrew B, I'm curious to see if it'll work too. Oh, looks like someone else is on Final for 5. This is a great stream. Excellent. Thank you, Stratocast. Next time on Blanco Lirio. Hello, everyone. My name is Juan Brown. You're watching the Blanco Lirio channel from your affiliate London office. Today, we're going to be looking at a near collision between an Air Canada A320 and a 747 in Halifax, converging runway operations. This is very dangerous. But first, I want to thank my sponsors and all those of you on Patreon who make this content possible. And my buddy Victor over at Vast Aviation.
Traffic, WestJet 218 turning left base.
Could just do a plane spotting stream today. Felix, good to see you, man. Welcome. Hey, who's on Final for 5, short final?
UPS 766, about 5 miles out for 05.
UPS 766, Halifax Tower, runway 5, clear to land.
5, clear to land, UPS 766.
I have a number. Yeah, no need for a return sector. This is what we do. There was like 60 other people really wanting to see the replay, and they all left. I'm like, yeah, sorry, y'all. This is the hardcore here. We got another heavy on final. Not every day do we get to plane spot heavies landing on snow-covered runways with a 10-knot crosswind. I'd be in for a V1 VATSIM plane spotting stream. Oh, so we should do that. Like the next time there's a massive VATSIM event, we'll just go live
from like Drone Cam. We'll bust out some bourbon. I could get dangerous. That'll have to be members only.
Halifax traffic, UPS 5 Sierra Zulu will turn base about...
Can confirm the effects do work on
20 miles
replay, and if you
for
play
runway
with the
05.
weather, they change too. Oh, awesome, Benji. So basically, it's like anything with Microsoft Replay. So if you change the time and everything, it still affects the replay. That's pretty cool. Okay, so hopefully we'll see some effects. I don't know what effects. Now, the effects are based on ambient conditions and everything, so they may or may not be there depending on if they would actually be there or not in real life. So, but we'll see. Here comes a 7-4. Here comes another UPS. Nice crab. Let's see if he has a pod strike. Looking good. Decrabbed. Ooh, nicely done. No pod strike. Nicely done. That was really good. No pod strike on that one. So, Team Vodka, just to triple confirm, you definitely had a pod strike because that 7-4 landed without a pod strike. That was awesome. Did cross the land already happen? Heavy's on final or last call at the bar? Yeah, Blue Games did something similar on the last cross the pond, Randy. I remember that. All right, anybody else on final for 5? I think.
Halifax traffic, Westshot 218 is 10 out on the Airline Zulu for 05 Halifax.
Oh, he's 10 out. What the hell? We'll wait. I was going to go into the replay, but what the hell. We can't do a second leg, so. If you're waiting for the replay, I apologize. I'm kind of digging this plane spotting. Upon further review, the pod did lean off of the runway but did not strike the grass. V1 Sim is charged. The timeout remains first down. Ay. Can you explain what is the pod strike? Andrew B. Engine pod. So 747, I mean, you can get a pod strike on anything, but the further your engines are from the fuselage, the more or the easier it is to have a pod strike. So a pod strike or an engine strike or a nacelle strike, different words, would be easier to happen. We need 5 judges doing marks like in figure skating. Come up with a whole V1 rating scheme, you know, that'd be pretty cool for landings. Have a whole rating template. V1 landing championship. That would be something. If you got a pod strike on a 727, you win a prize. I bet you La Aerosource Cargo could do one, Gustavo. When's the next A310 stream? Probably pretty soon, because like I said, I feel like I'm in a heavy mood right now. So the A310's a heavy, right? Can it be a heavy? I think it's a heavy. And then if there's an A300 releasing soon, and then when you guys are going to love this, but when Any Builds releases their A330 that they're working on secretly, that'll be cool. We got a lot of heavies. That was fun playing chicken with a 747. Spotting at O'Hare for Cornfield Crossfire on December 8th. Ooh. Little O'Hare plane spotting.
Halifax traffic, WestJet 218, 5 mile final for 05 Halifax.
Alright, he's 5 out. I could see the lights. I could barely see the lights through the clouds. I do like this view with the windsock in there, though. So it's on record that it is a direct crosswind. There's his lights. I don't know if you can make it out. They're right there. Zach Wilson reluctant to step back into starting role as Jets' more QB change. No wonder V1 has bailed and head north. Exactly. Is that real, Havoc? Did they try to start Zach Wilson again? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me. Tell me you're lying. Dale, the videos of the MD-11 look decent. They really do. They really do look decent. But
traffic, UPS 5 Sierra Zulu, 10 mile final, 05.
I'm not super jazzed for the MD-11. I mean, I will definitely buy it. I'll fly it. I'll like it. I wish it was more of a... I wish it was an L-1011. And then if it was an L1011, I wish it was a DC-10. But I'll take an MD-11. Definitely. Of the L1011, DC-10, and MD-11 family, or those three together, that's my ranking. I prefer the L10 over the other two, and then I prefer the DC-10 over the MD-11, and then MD-11 is... Not that I don't dislike it at all, I just would prefer the other ones. Do I have a pick in the CFB playoff? Texas, Dan. Let's go hook 'em horns, baby. I don't know if we can pull it off, though. That was a whole thing with FSU being ruled out on the CFB. He doesn't want to start. So that's legit, Havoc? Oh my gosh. That is crazy. That is crazy. Zach Wilson is done.
Halifax traffic, Giant 242, 10-mile final, RLAV 5, Halifax.
All right, well, we're gonna watch this one and then the one behind it, because I see his lights, and then we gotta go. I have to be home at 5. It's 4:08. This has been fun. I'm reluctantly picking Bama. Ooh, you're hot. He's hot. Ooh, get that crosswind in there. Ooh, we missed the touchdown. He definitely came in hotter. I think that was a softer landing than the other heavies, but he floated it a little bit. He landed pretty far down the runway. Where is the marker? Can't even see the markers. It's getting dark. Let me wind the time back just a hair.
Halifax traffic, GPS 5 Sierra Zulu, 5 mile final 05.
There we go. Oh my gosh, they're stacked up like rockets. Here comes a 7.4 heavy. All right, we got to watch this 7.4, and then we have to get in the replay mode. The problem is Hackett. Only Rogers can deal with that wacko. I agree, Gustavo. If it wasn't for Rogers, I'd say fire everybody, but they all want to. We're just punting on this season. We're going to try next year. The only reason Hackett is anything is because of Rogers. So, oh well. We've had a great stream.
Halifax traffic, WestJet 218 vacated 05 on Delta, taxiing to San Halifax.
All right, here we go. Last one, and then we have to get going. All right, 7.4 coming in, looking good. I'm going to back it up a little bit so we can see the touchdown. Nice crosswind technique. Let's see if he decrabs. Decrab, decrab, decrab. Oh. Pods look good. It's pretty sick. I mean, it looked a little firm on my end. Might have been a scenery bump, but he definitely got the decrab in there and no pod strike. So that looked good. All right. Oh my gosh, there's another. I can see his lights. What is it? If it's a 7.4, we'll wait. If it's not a 7.4, we gotta go. I can't tell what kind of lights that is. That was a solid 8 on the Richter scale. I can't tell what that is there with that lights.
No, I'm a 7.3.
Ah, we can't wait for that.
All good.
Call Mike.
I don't know. He seemed a little too enthusiastic to not watch his landing, chat. Maybe we should watch it. I think he didn't want us to watch it. I think he's a little nervous. No pressure. You got 280 people watching. I think he didn't want us to. So because of that, we're going to watch. We're going to watch it.
Bring it on.
I saw that little nose wheel flash. Yeah, we have to watch it now. He was definitely too eager to kick us off. All right, here we go. 737. Got the crab going. Definitely got the autopilot on right now. I don't know. He looks higher. He looks way higher than everybody else, doesn't he? Make sure I'm not zoomed in too much. No, maybe he's not. Maybe it's just the camera angle. All right, looking good. It goes around. Oh, autopilot's disconnected.
Oh, he's trying to slip it in.
Members only podcast plus spotting event. Sounds ideal. I'll have
Oh, floating. He's floating. He's floating. Oh. Ooh. 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 Did it just start raining? I think it just started raining. It just started raining. I think you might have left a tire back there at the 1500 footer.
We made it though.
Nah, good job, man. All right, we got to watch our replay. Jeez. It's raining right now. Let's get the flaps in. Let's do replay mode. Let's disconnect. And here we go. Launch the replay. It's going to do a little weird thing up here. That's fine. I'm going to zoom it forward. There's the turn.
2500.
Here we go. Resume. I'm not going to start sail just yet. I'm not going to start sail just yet. Here we go. We're live. We're watching it. Let's watch it from window view because window views are awesome. We landed. It was a little bit lighter than this, so let's wind back the time. Right about there is good. That's about right. It did sound like hail. It's cargo, Sam. Yeah, it was a cargo bird. Was that you, Sam? Sam, was that you landing? Now, I have my throttles in the cutout. I hope this doesn't mess with it. Yeah, let's see how it does on replay. Nope, they're working. Oh, yeah. Pretty good. Let's see it from the outside. Remember, this was an auto land. I wish there was some blowing snow effects. I guess there's not. What was the landing rate? Do anybody remember? Oh, that was pretty good. $177? Heck yeah. I think that was every bit of 177. Alright, chat. Sail's getting on. I'm getting out of here. Thank you all for hanging out with me on this stream. I appreciate you. If you're one of the few that left the stream and wanted to see the replay, sorry, we just had to get all those other birds down. It was pretty fun watching some heavies landing. So, thank you all for hitting the like button, hanging out with me today. I'm hoping we get to do a stream tomorrow. We'll probably be back in the heavy. We might be back in the 747, because why not? We'll pick up a Halifax scenery. Maybe we'll go from here, go somewhere else, see if we can find some more snow and ice. But that's going to do us for now. Guys, I had fun. I hope you had fun. Until the next one, stay safe. Oh, Havoc. Almost missed it. Havoc, thank you for the $5 bank angle check, my friend. Members only podcast and spotting event. I'll have a yes. Havoc, it will happen, my friend. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, dude. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you all. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm V1. See you.
$150.